here you are. There's a legend.
You're live.
Hello! Good evening on this bright sunny afternoon. So it's not evening, it's afternoon.
Hello, we're just setting it up. Bear in mind. As we go.
Okay.
You need to come this way a little bit so you're not getting the net curtain.
Oh, I thought I was being rather comfortable there. Hello, it's me, Melvin Hutchinson.
Got your coffee here.
Yeah, I know, I've got water as well.
We'll move in a minute. Just keep speaking, Egil.
I've got to keep speaking, although there's things flashing up in front of me. It's a live talk out. Screen. And Bragi's fiddling with the lights. You don't know what goes on behind the cameras, and quite frankly, folks, you don't want to know.
Ahoy!
Ahoy.
Hello. I missed the last comment though. One thumbs up.
All right.
I'll disappear in a minute. Not like a magician, but just to go and share it on Twitter.
All right.
So
I didn't realise people were actually listening in, but there you go.
are the brights too light? Let's just check.
Are the brights too light?
Are the lights too bright? Let's
Or
just flick this one up.
even so, I think the brights too light. Oh,
There we go.
what do you think, viewers? If you think you know, please let us know.
All right.
There we go. Oh, they've got some comments coming up here, Bragi. Keep your comments there, because I can't read them.
I see you both. Oh, I missed it.
Can you flash that back up again for us?
No, I can't. We can't get it back up.
Oh, right.
We'll just see him.
Is it logged?
Tosses a hat out of the bag.
Hat out of the bag.
Definitely a good one.
I thought all your hats were good.
And hello and welcome back. That one. I haven't got a pin on it. That one will do for now.
I've got a whole bag full of hats.
No,
there.
that's the small one. Give it a one.
Good.
There we go. There we go.
Good stuff.
Got to have a hat on. There we go.
There's your
Oh yeah, it's a new one I got recently.
blackhead one. Okay.
So greetings, and we are live again, and this is a special live stream to celebrate 600 subs.
Thanks
So,
to all you guys out
We're
there.
sorry that so far we haven't had a special video out. We are planning to do one and get one out next week, which will be combat based. So watch out for that. Yes, I'll be beating up Egil on camera again
That's what he says. We know different.
with the new sword.
But yeah, that's the thing, to field test it.
Yes.
Now,
A recent buy.
again, like you said, why is the scabbard longer than the sword? And I think it's not compatible with that particular
Well,
sword.
I think the scabbard on this was a second-hand scabbard, and it just fit this sword.
It's about the same length as my
But
sword.
the length is just so fast. You hold on to that, Tar.
It's the same as... Is it the same?
Ah, we have 3 people watching.
Hi.
So hello, wherever you may be
Yeah.
on Middle Earth, one of the 9 worlds.
Mm.
And as you know, I am Bragi, and this is Egil,
Egil Thorsson.
the infamous Egil from Techno Viking Egil.
Yeah.
And I do have some news about that. You had a dislike. Oh, from Pakistan. Hello from Pakistan.
All right,
Greetings. And Egil, Thomas is just going to do some retweeting for us.
Ah, jolly good. Oh,
So-
I've got another...
Hello, Culpable Injustice. Yes, hello, Culpable Injustice.
Hi.
Seen a few of your comments, so you're very welcome on this channel.
Yeah, always glad to see people.
We're welcoming to everybody.
Yeah. So, comment from Pakistan. Is that the furthest we've got?
No, Australia.
Oh,
So
well.
hi,
Hi.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to see that we have a worldwide audience, and this is what we wanted to achieve on this channel, because it wasn't, this content wasn't just about the English people.
No.
It's about or the European.
world.
It's for the world, and especially these tales we tell and the folk tales.
What I like is the person in China who uses us as an English...
Callum.
Yeah. And that is... I feel very honoured. with
Yes,
that.
there's a guy in Callum. Welcome to the 4th Watcher. All those people from the other side of the world.
Yo.
Yes, if we ever go into space, we could become international
Yeah,
properly. Not us personally.
Yeah.
You're never going to space, are you, Egil?
You never know.
You never know. Let's start a fundraiser now. Let's send Egil to space.
Cheers, thanks. No.
Oh, sorry, I try not to laugh too much in these live streams.
Well, there you go.
My wicked sense of humour is very, very bad.
First moustache to orbit.
Now, we are live streaming on the old camera, so
Yeah.
a big thank you to Anthony.
Thank you,
for
Anthony.
the use of this camera, which is we still use it still.
He had his roof blown off.
There's a film in that, Space Vikings.
Yeah. Well, first Tash in space.
You could be Captain Egil, the first space Viking.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, just in from playing Vikings and Normans, and that's Martin Belfast.
Okay.
So hello, Martin. Oh, great. We've been filming today.
Belfast, is it?
Yes, he's from the Magnus Barelegs Vikings. So hello to you guys.
Nice one.
Always great to see you here, and I just want to say thank you, Martin, for the lovely comments you do on the channel. You know, I really do appreciate it. Hello, Martin. That sounds great fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Northern Ireland. My late father went to a place called Ballylumford.
Oh, right.
Which I don't know if anybody knows that out there. But that was about 1967, I think he went out there.
Trying to bring this camera a bit more forward. Hang on a minute.
We have to keep bobbing forward. So
yeah, so I can read it.
Yeah, and I can't read it because I don't have my glasses on. Secrets at last.
Yes, I missed the last comment. It was too quick. There we go. Not many subs bother. How you do still motivate yourself to upload videos?
It's just fun.
Well, we enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really concentrate on the sub numbers or the numbers.
Well, I mean,
it's a bad thing to do on YouTube.
I've been doing Vikings since 1991.
We just concentrate on the content.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you know, we are a very small YouTube channel. I think we just had 25,000 views. Now that's very small. You know, you can get 25,000 views on one video in half an hour. So you know,
we do it because we enjoy it,
yes.
And we also want to share it with people, and you know.
Well, swinging axes at kids was fun. Oh yes. Good afternoon, lads. That's from. Oh, didn't quite see that. I think that's from Celtic God.
Hi, Celtic.
I think so. Yes, it is. Yes. I think
Nice one.
I got too much glariness in the room somehow. Got to change that so I can see the camera better.
Too much glare.
Yes.
Glariness.
It's a new word. I just invented it. Do you mind?
I think we ought to have Baggy's dictionary of new words.
Well, I have invented quite a few words in my time.
We don't even want to go there. And,
yes, that's for the adult version of the channel. When we go R18, not R18, 18 age restricted.
Oh, right. Well, to be honest with you, I mean, like I said,
okay.
We both have a passion for it. And
yeah, I mean, you can understand why a lot of YouTubers would lose a motivation.
Yeah.
Or even bigger, risk burning out. Because, you know, you can suddenly get a lot of success from on a channel and suddenly find yourself with thousands of comments and thousands of subs to deal with. But to me, it doesn't really matter whether we had 50 subs, 500 or 5,000. Although if you type in the name and on Social Blade, you'll see that within 5 years we're predicted to have over 30,000 subs. Yeah, well, so that's another reason why we keep motivated and keep uploading.
Who knows, the next one might go viral. You never know.
You never know.
It's got to happen to somebody, so why not us?
And we have a lot of videos. There's over 265 now on the channel.
Well, when you think, we've not done bad for the time we've been going.
No. But the main thing, we're enjoying it, and that's the main thing about YouTube. It's enjoying the content you make and enjoying that journey. Well,
also, I don't know about you, but I'm learning from other people as well.
Well, of course so, because we're not all, you know, font of knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm in a car park, phone about to go out. So so Martin's in a car park. He's just done some battle practice. So I think that's cool.
Oh, right. So,
how you know one of our subs is just been out battle practicing, doing what we like to do, beating each other up. It does.
Keaton Park.
Oh yes.
And where's that other place down by the river?
Woodlands Lane.
Yeah.
We used to practice there, so I think that's cool. We are aiming this year to try to do some more combat videos. So I'm hoping to train up either Thomas or Anthony. So, Martin said he might disappear. I used to have a drinking horn, wasn't a fan. Well, I like a drinking horn.
Yeah.
But there's a right way of using it.
Yeah.
I will explain.
If you see on the Bayer tapestry they're doing that, well, that's no good.
Yeah.
That will cause an airlock, and you get all your drink over you.
Yes.
Which was a common Viking trick.
Oh, we've got Chihita here. Hello, Chihita.
Hi, Chihita. And then if you drink from the side, you can drink properly.
And what you've been drinking, you forget gravity works.
Water.
Yes. I'll be drinking beer later.
I like to drink mead, but...
have you watched Kingdom of Heaven?
Yes,
yes.
I've got it.
The director's cut is brilliant on that.
I've got. That's the one about the Smith.
Yes,
who
see
goes
you
to the
soon, Martin.
Crusades.
If you do
Okay,
go.
Martin, keep it up. Spread the word.
And we've got 5 people watching, so hello.
And nice to hear from you again, Shahita. And
If you have any questions about the Dark Ages or want to know anything, please let us know.
oh,
That's my dad sneezing.
oh right. It's not the ghost.
No, the ghost has been fine. In fact, this is true. This house is haunted.
Yeah, we had a little word with it and we reached an agreement.
Yeah, but every now and again, things will flare up again and go quiet again.
It's usually if you disturb things.
Yes, that's what happened last time I disturbed things. They didn't like it.
Well, it's sort of like you can see it now, and you've been dead 100 years or more, and then somebody comes in and starts putting this, that, and you wouldn't be happy about it.
So as a Viking, there you are, you're living in the 9th century. What would you have made or thought about ghosts?
Yeah, they've kept a very wary eye out and had a word with the wise person, or the rune caster, to have a word and see whether you could get rid of it or not. There are accounts in the sagas of ghosts and even of vampires, but I think that's possible.
Just no worry, just in the middle of trying to fit 4 shields into people's cars. Yes. As a reenactor, you do learn the ability of how to package a car correctly.
And how to dress and undress in the car park.
But I always notice when you go to camp, your car's always packed up really neatly, and you always got room in your car. But when you come back, it never fits in the same way.
Well,
you always seem to end up with more stuff.
Well, you used to go and buy everything that was moving.
Well, not everything.
Well, but I know what you mean.
I like collecting things.
Got back in.
I mean, everybody needs to have at least 10 Viking swords in their life.
I've got one.
But a new one somewhere. That's it.
That's the new one.
That's a new one.
My old is down the back there.
I'll be testing that out soon.
I've got a good bargain with that.
It was a good bargain.
Bought it off Tyke for 35 quid.
That was a good bargain.
Yeah.
I mean, I think today, average price of a sword, £100 second hand, if it's anywhere near a good blade.
We're going back about 20 years, so... Yeah.
20 years.
Aye. I mean, a lad of 44. I've been even further back then.
Now, some videos we are planning to do in the future are some more comments videos.
Yeah.
But we've just been too busy to read the comments. So, Bragi, Taylor's, does Egil do any crafty stuff? Are you any good at any crafts, Egil?
I used to do bone carving. In fact, the eminent archaeologist, Mr. Martin Biddle, has a pin I made for him, a dragon pin.
Well, perhaps we can get you some bone and you can take that hobby back up.
Yeah, well, unfortunately I got rid of the vice and files, but other than that I'm not very good at that sort of thing. I don't have the patience.
Thomas asking me about my friend in the Civil War. Which one? I got many friends in the Civil War. And hello to Paul Farrer. You know about Paul? And hello to Duncan if you're watching. I think Duncan's on about starting a YouTube channel soon, so
right.
I said we'll support him. I'm having a hard time making these needles for Bragi. Any suggestions for making needles?
I have made needles.
He's making some for me.
What, bone needles?
Yes.
When you cut your blank out, first off, then drill the holes for the thread and then shape the needle. Because I've seen it and done it myself. You make a beautiful needle.
Yes.
You drill a hole and snap it. If you drill the hole.
You're both English, Scots, or what? Well, we're both English.
I'm from Rochester in Kent.
He's more southern than me.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm a Midlander, a Mercian.
I'm from the Kingdom of Kent.
He's Saxon.
I was actually born in, I was a Jute, actually.
Jute.
I was actually born at Fontenay Nursing Home, which...
Yeah. And we both come from the smack bang in the middle of England, in the county of Derbyshire.
Which is, I've got to say, is a very nice place
Indeed.
to be. There's some beautiful countryside. And in fact, I live in Derby, and 5-10 minutes each way, you can go into parks. Well worth a visit.
And what part of it, breaking them or when putting the holes in them, that seems to crack?
If you make a meaty splinter before you shape the needle, drill your holes in it then, so you've got more bone, and then you can judge and file it down accordingly. It doesn't matter if it takes you 3 hours to do it, but you know, the thinner the needle, the more likely it is to split.
Yes, I'll definitely start with drilling the hole.
Yeah.
And work from that.
Well, I learned through, I was showing how to make a belt buckle out of bone, which is great if you've got whale bone or antler. It's not so good.
And it says thank you very much.
It's all right. Well, you know, I hope it works out for you. Maybe you could send us some pictures.
Well, he's going to send us the bone pins.
Oh, right. Well, that's even better.
Because he's trying to encourage me
Yeah.
to do something on camera,
Yeah.
which I promised I will do. So I will do it. Yes, don't forget what was Derby a part of in the Dark Ages.
Well, it's part of the Danelaw.
Yes, and
5 boroughs.
5 boroughs.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, there's a lot to be found out about it, but Derby's a nice old place if you decide to come here. It's the Viking town. The people pretty good, aren't they?
Oh, lovely people.
Nice, lots of restaurants, lots of bars.
Lots of bars.
Um,
Derby is meant to be the most haunted place in the whole of England.
I'd take that with a
Yeah.
picture. York, I think, holds
I think
it.
York probably has more ghosts.
Yeah.
But
Without mentioning any names, Richard.
yeah, surely Birmingham's got more, bigger.
Well, York has. It's,
I have destroyed 2 bones trying to do this and got one that worked so far. I think that's missed the
Yeah.
last bit.
well, to be honest with you, it is trial and error. I mean, I used to make stuff. You're just finishing it off and snap.
It's not something I've really tried, really. It's just having lack of bone.
What you need, I used to get bone off the market, you know, the pet store.
Yeah.
The trouble is, and I think this is what's happening with our bone carver, to get the meat off, they soak it in acid.
Yeah, well, you
And
may
that
be getting.
weakens
I think Celtic will have a better source for bones than wild. You know.
Wild ones, you've got to let the marrow out and everything. But if you buy them off the pet store, they soak them in acid and it weakens
That is
it.
exactly it. Right at the end, and it snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid for every 10 you make, you're going to lose 7. You know, it's just the way of it. As you get more experienced, you get better at it.
So surely, you know, there you are. You're back in the Dark Ages, and there's Egil, the old bone carver. So you must have had a lot of broken bone bits in your pit.
I'll tell you something. When we were digging in York, I lived in York, I was a student,
Doing some digging impressions.
and we were finding wooden bowls because the soil is anaerobic, i.e. dark, eats the bacteria that eats organic material. And we kept finding bowls where the tool had gone through the side.
Yes.
So they're not all perfect. It's one of those things, and it's like the sole of a shoe we found. They've been repaired and repaired and repaired, and obviously
Look,
been
of course
thrown out the
so.
window.
If you've got a favourite pair of shoes, you're not going to throw them away if you can repair them.
Well, also, not everybody was a master craftsman. I mean, there's a reason you did 7 years apprenticeship. That was to get you, make sure you got a right thing every time, because it costs money, you know. The best example I found in York of a mess up, if you go to Jorvik Museum, there's a lead strip and it's got a Viking coin made out, and it looks beautiful. You can read every word. Trouble is, it's back to front. You have to do it in reverse, because when you stamp it out, the letters will come the right way. And when I used to show people around Jorvik, I said I felt sorry for this person, because he was always known in his life as the one who got it wrong, and for the rest of the time he'll be known as the guy
Anyway,
who got it
Barton's
wrong.
about to go. He says, anyway, I got to go. He got 3 people shout at him saying he's got to go. So,
See you, Martin.
See you, Martin.
Hope to hear from
Thanks
you
for
again.
dropping in. Enjoy the rest of the day, Martin, as well. So, get some
groovy.
beer down here and
Yeah.
some nice steak.
Steak, I remember steak.
Yeah, oh, yeah, we'll buy you some one day.
Oh, one day.
We'll get you some steak, Egil.
One day that puts a fat on him.
I threw a piece of steak out in the bin the other week. It would have gone
No.
off.
My God.
Yeah, well, I saw the other half live, innit?
I don't know.
But things don't change, do they, really? You know?
I thought I was living it up having mince.
Yeah.
But thanks for canned goods.
Oh, yes. So, bye. Have all washing and unpacking to look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've got washing to do tomorrow. Clean pants and are a must.
He's on about his kit, though.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm on about my U pants and socks.
Yeah. Lovely. Just what we all wanted to know that. On
Yeah.
Mondays, Egil does washing.
Well, it's not a regular thing. It's just that when you run out of them, because
Well, you got to do it.
I change them every day. You know, I'm a clean Viking.
You know, you haven't got a woman coming in doing it for you, have you?
I wish.
You know, we all can't be blessed. So, hello to Lynn, by the way. So,
Hi.
who does all the cooking and caring for us around here.
All right, and
So,
yeah, thanks.
does a
Lynn.
great job.
She makes good sandwiches.
How was your bacon sandwiches earlier?
Jolly
Yeah.
nice, thank you very much. I like the corned beef as well.
Oh yeah,
I love bully beef.
I forgot to mention there was a random corned beef sandwich in the three.
Yeah, it was good. I'll never turn my nose up at
You could have had a corned beef bacon sandwich.
corned beef, corned bacon. Yeah.
Yeah, right, carry on.
There you go.
Yeah, so if I was a Viking back in the day, I would have ate a lot of bacon. Do you guys find it amusing when I know someone from England? Do you know them? Well, you never know, you might
I
do.
know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're from Rochester.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know Melvin?
You know old Tim?
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
I know what you mean, yeah.
I've had that before.
Yeah, I mean, I have friends who are American. And jolly nice people they are too. I'd love to go to America.
We are going to go one day.
Just have a stooge around, you know what I mean?
We'll be sponsored by some big
Yeah.
corporation, and we're going to take you on holiday everywhere.
I'd just like to have a look round.
You're going to be like that guy on when he goes Idiot Abroad,
Yeah.
or Egil Abroad.
What I would like is you go to Georgia and have a peach.
Yes.
Then you have a Reuben in New York or some New York pizza. Cheesesteak in Philly.
Laugh out loud, that is usually what I'd say at Thomas Dale, says Thomas Dale.
Do you know Thomas Dale?
I do know Thomas
Yeah.
Dale. Go out for beer next Wednesday. All right.
Keep your stomach in, there's a good lad.
Yes, we saw the Botticelli
I know,
picture.
made me cry.
Show you your belly like Botticelli.
You have to put that one online so everyone can
I
see.
mean, it's on.
All right. I'm behind the times.
It's on-
Oh, we've got another comment.
Yeah. And the Queen got drunk and started singing "Knees Up, Mother Brown."
Mm. I've seen the Queen many years ago, 1977.
Did
Just
you?
a little.
I saw Princess Margaret once when I was a child. Not randomly.
Princess Margaret. I saw Princess Anne.
Well, it might have been Princess Anne. It was one of them.
She was very good looking, was Princess Anne.
Yes.
I was at Loco Park in Derby. And she
Paul Farber. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul. She's a very pretty woman.
Good day, gents. Paul's one of my very good friends.
All right.
One of my pards from the
Oh.
American Civil War Society, and he's a brother of mine.
Oh, a union.
Yo, bro.
He's a union man. is he?
Indeed he is. Oh, that wasp is back.
It's obviously a Confederate.
It's going to die in a minute.
I'll hold your drink.
I'm going wasp hunting in a minute.
Okay. If Bragi disappears, he's wasp hunting. We have a wasp. There it is.
Yeah, it's evil. It's one of Loki's beasts.
Have you got a magazine or something?
There's a paper somewhere.
I'll be back in a minute, folks.
All right, Egil's going to kill a wasp. Fire a volley at it. You ever could do. Ready, present, fire. Oh, I think I'm missing that all up there. It's been too long. Look then, use a paper. There's a paper somewhere.
Oh, there you go.
There you are. It's what you need to kill a wasp, a paper. Just open the door, you could have got it out. Yes, I was going to say about Instagram, Northworthy Sagas. Yes, I did start another Instagram the other day, simply because I couldn't remember the password and I couldn't get into the old one. So I thought, you may as well run the other one, and I'll run the Northworthy Sagas. You have the Northworthy Sagas and stories, and Petriders will have two. So there you go.
Scratch one's one's
The wasp is dead.
Told.
It just make you think about,
Thank you.
how would they have dealt with wasps in the Dark Ages?
Like I just did, whop 'em.
Would you use a club or an axe?
Piece of leather.
A piece of leather is great, yeah. In fact, you could make a little pad for killing wasps.
The advantage of killing a wasp is if you knock them down, they don't fly up so easy.
Although we do forget about wasps, that they do get rid of lots of bugs.
I remember as a child watching a wasp kill a blue bottle
Yeah?
and carry it off.
Wow.
And we had a bird table. But anyway, wasp.
When a wasp, brother, bothers you, just remember you're 1,000 times bigger than the wasp.
Yeah. And I let it know.
Yeah, well, wouldn't that be interesting if we had wasps 1,000 times bigger?
I'd still kill them.
Yeah.
It's
Get-
like I've got mouse trouble.
Yeah, you just have to get a newspaper 1,000 times bigger.
Yeah. It's like I've got a mouse trap. My God, those mouse traps.
Now, let's have the update on the mouse, Egil.
I
What's going on?
I thought I'd got rid of them, and I was in the kitchen and I heard a scuttle look round and just saw the back end of a mouse.
Squeak, squeak.
So I've put mouse traps out with peanut butter. Let me tell you, folks, if you've got mouse trouble, peanut butter is the thing. Now, I had thought of putting poison down, but it doesn't kill them like that. They go away and then you get
Die
a horrible
somewhere.
smell. Yeah. But
Yes,
yeah.
a wasp 1,000 times bigger. Just get a bigger whacking stick.
Or a big tin of fly spray.
Yes, and don't forget to go and share this video on live stream.
My mum used to make wasp traps. You get a jam jar,
Yes.
put jam in it, and she first start off with boiling water, but that's irrelevant. You make a hole in the top, put jam round it, and the wasp go in, fall in, and drown.
If I remember rightly, you just go to. I never get to read the message in time. Curse you, YouTube, for your short messages. Like, you know, I'm not long enough.
Do you know what? That's the same on television. They put subtitles up. You got halfway through and they move it.
Yeah, but have you noticed on subtitling that they don't actually subtitle correctly?
Yeah, or they'll subtitle white letters on a white background and wonder why you can't read.
I quite like subtitling when you got multicolours.
Yeah, well, I mean...
There we go. If I remember rightly, you're going to smack a fly or wasp. Always whack just behind, as it was a fly's backwards, and then it disappeared again.
Well, this is...
One day I'm going to figure out a laptop, and then have a laptop here somehow. Then we can see the messages.
Well, we didn't get this problem last time.
No, because we used the TV as a screen to read from. And there's a TV in this room.
It's in the other chamber.
I just had a big sharing spree as well. Thanks, Celtic.
Oh, nice one, Celtic.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So where's Celtic from? Is he...
He's American.
American, yeah.
He's one of our admins.
I'll tell you what, you know, the Americans, they really come forward with it. It's great.
Oh, I love Americans. Yeah. And he'll make a really good shield brother.
Yeah.
You know, Ragnarok.
There was some very pretty women out there as well.
Pretty women are everywhere, Egil.
Yeah, I know, but we do better.
Especially on Tinder.
We do better in America. They like the English accent.
Yes, I'm trying to recruit a female host on Tinder. I just want a date. Any excuse.
Let's put it this way.
God, I need an haircut for that, really.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Why have you got scruffy hair? Because I'm a Viking.
Well, you haven't got any curls, have you?
No, well, apparently perms are back in fashion.
Well, this isn't a perm. It's...
Most white women are pretty. All they have to do is wash and not be fat.
I'm not even going to answer that one.
Well, you know.
I've been with both types. But, no.
We say no more than that.
No. No, see, I've got a natural kink. My great-grandmother was a Russian Jew, so it's called...
Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
No, well, apparently this year I'm told that perms are now back in fashion, and so are mullets.
I've had
so do you fancy getting your hair permed on camera?
Been there, done that. When I was north of the lad.
Female wanted for lady teller. Yes,
yeah.
a lady scot, a whiff scot.
I once for a bet for £1. They bet
a
me
pound.
I didn't dare have my hair permed. Cost me £10 to get a pound.
£10.
I look like a shaving brush. But when it settled, I looked like with Ian Hunter at Mont the Hoople when I got my welding glasses on. But I'm not doing it again.
Whiskop. That's how it's spelled. Yeah, Scott, S-K-O-P, and I think it'd be 2 words. So with wife, poet, wife teller.
Of course, like a lady to do
I'm fairly certain there's better translations of a lady teller out there.
A wench.
Indeed.
Anyway, so, right, like any ladies, was it in the Derby area?
Well, definitely the Derby area.
If you're in the
working on it.
Derby area and you want to have a go at storytelling, I'm sure we can arrange a meet and do an audition.
We'll interview some.
Yeah, an audition, I think. And if you've got a story
We've been asking a long time now, haven't we? You've made a pound to me the other week.
To be honest.
Okay, I know a couple of female heathens, and I'm trying to get them onto the stories. Yeah. I don't think we need more lady heathens in this world.
Yeah, especially when
then we can have more pagan children.
When I'm a male heathen.
Yes.
But sounds like we're begging.
A name to put to the position would be helpful, I think.
What, the position?
Yeah, to the position.
Lady storyteller.
Yeah. Well, and, you know, if you can talk about history too, that's fine.
Word made.
Word made.
Yeah.
Yes.
The name
It's
is.
something we've been thinking about for
Yeah.
a while.
Well, there you go.
Just thinking, I can't sort the cameras out. You keep talking. I'm going to sort this light
Well,
out.
apparently he's going to sort this camera out. And
Light.
Oh, well,
What's that?
there's comments coming. I can't read them, I'm afraid.
I'm coming back.
Quick.
No, I missed it. It'll come back up in another minute.
Yeah, if you could put it back up again.
It's just too much glariness in
Yeah.
here.
Too much glariness.
Yeah.
Only you. Yeah. As I say, I mean, things have been rubbing along. I've had mouse trouble again, but apart from that, life's a bit of dum-de-dum-de-do, you know. Hang on.
I'm really struggling to think of any females I know that would actually be interested in doing some storytelling and have an interest in history. Yeah, but I think they are out there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
A female lady teller. Egil cannot read the comments.
yeah, I've got new glasses.
You can put your glasses on, man.
Well, are we allowed to?
Yeah, you can put your glasses on. You go and fetch them. Fetch.
Back in a moment.
We'll give you a permission, one-time permission to wear glasses on camera. Although earlier he was wearing sunglasses on camera in a photo.
Yeah, couldn't see anything.
No,
Ta-da! Okay, let's have a look, see if we can.
there's no comments now.
Typical.
And it's still too glary.
Oh well. Never mind. So, we've got to keep talking.
Here we go.
Egil coloring comment. Egil, you've got a knife. Of course, you can wear them when Egil turns into.
Hey, off, you can talk about that.
Nice, but something about Chatham, I think, in Kent. Well, I lived at Chatham as a little boy before we moved to Radlett in Hertfordshire. But
Let's see in this, what does that look like?
hang on. Oh, we can't see a damn thing. Oh, there's a comment up just come on. But
Where did Egil go?
yeah, I went.
Who's the bloke in glasses? Hello, who are you? I'm Bragi. Nice to meet you. Oh, it's Egil again.
Melvin
Hello.
Pushrow. No, it's me, Egil. Yeah, don't be surprised. Okay, ladies, keep you cool.
Ha ha. When Egil turns into Clark Kent, you're not Superman, are you?
Well, now
Retired, of
I'm
course.
afraid. Yeah, I've got
A
to
bit
tell
worse
you.
for wear.
Yeah, super pensioner, I know. But yeah.
Hello from Canada, and that's Tangerine Layla, the
Hi.
Sleepy Oracle.
Well,
Hello,
hi.
nice to see you here.
Yeah.
And thank you for all your lovely comments.
Yeah, I'd.
We don't often live stream.
We used to have a next door neighbour whose son was on island in Victoria, in Canada.
Yes.
Vancouver Island he was, and he used to go out and visit him.
Yes, I've got quite a few Canadian friends.
Yeah.
Lovely place. Never
Yeah.
been, but I want to go one day.
Lots of trees out there.
We'll do an international war tour of the
Yeah.
US and Canada. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
Do you guys know anything about clan patterns of Scotland? No, but I do know a man who
The
does.
tartans. Now here's a thing for you. A big buddy of mine, Rob Napier, if you're watching, he is of the Napier clan, and they made me a member of the Napier clan. I have the clan badge. The motto of the Napier clan is Sans Tache, means without stain. But there are whole loads of different tartans.
Oh, I mean, there's whole books with patterns in.
Well,
I
you've got
mean,
the Royal Stuart, which is mostly red. You've got the Black Watch, which is black, green, and various other things. They're books.
so happy to catch you both live in Ontario. We have lots of snow still. It's green where you are. I miss the green grass.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does get very cold in Canada, to say the least. Yeah, amazing country, Canada.
We could probably show you the garden.
Yeah, well, it's up to
You
you.
have to do an
It's not-
off-screen balcony job that made it not so easy.
Yeah.
But we are filming in the garden next week, so you will be seeing a bonus video for the 600 special, which includes this sword, and you'll be seeing some nice greenery of England.
Well, I know where you're coming from, actually, because I went for a brief holiday in Italy years ago, and I got sick of seeing this sort of dull brown colour. And we went to Pisa, the Romagna, and it was like England, and it was so nice to see green. So I know what you mean.
Glad to hear, Thomas. So a female lady teller question as opposed to a male. Yes, well, I do want to get a lady on the channel.
A male lady teller.
Yes.
That's a whole new can of worms.
No, yes. We just want to represent the ladies because, you know, not enough ladies watch our content, and we do want to try to work on that in the future. So, ha 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 ha. So, but we have been working on that for a year now, so far, no success. I've asked a couple of people I know, but...
Women have probably got better things to do.
Did you sew the patterning in your shirt, Bragi? No.
Oh, that's no...
no binding.
Yeah.
Now, this is my first shirt I got. This was from Lynn.
Oh, Lynn, yeah. Well, poor old Lynn, she's in a right old 2 and 8.
That's our old group leader.
Yeah, she's got bad legs, she's in a wheelchair, and difficulty breathing.
It's a video I'm going to do in the future. Is basically Bragi's first kit. When I first started, I bought a lot of kit from Lynn. She got kit for me, so I'm going to do a video. I'm going to put it on.
It's such a shame. If she was fit and healthy, she could have filled the post of storyteller. She told me all about cooking and sewing. I've got her old cloak, and there's beautiful, beautiful embroidery.
And then Tangerine Layla says, but Egil does the female voices better than I do.
I'm sure that's not true. It's a legacy of listening to the goons and being slightly weird. But, yeah. But if you're a woman, you can obviously do it better than me.
Well, the bad more practice.
Yes.
I mean, you're far better at a voice than I am. But I think I get too conscious that whenever I do a voice, it's going to sound like me.
Well, the reason I do accents is because when I was down south, I lived at Radlett, which was very middle class. One had to speak like that. And my father used to impress upon us how to speak correctly. Then you go from that to Waingroves, which is a little mining village. And if you talk about like that, you get thumped. So I had to learn how to speak Derbyshire very quick, to say, otherwise I get my head kicked in.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could see that.
And then the difficulty was school plays, because I used to speak Derbyshire in school plays, and I used to get told off by my parents for speaking Derbyshire.
There's nothing wrong with that, duck.
Well, that's what I told them. I tried to explain, but didn't cut any ice. But
around here, we use the term duck, as in like it's a local saying.
Duck for women, but if you go to Nottingham, they use duck for men and women. It's
hey up, duck. How you doing?
Well, my brother-in-law is a miner, and miners still talk like that. To say they can't understand what they're on about. The oath.
But can you remember that time we did that event up North Derbyshire, and we couldn't find it, and we got looking to that local farmer who spoke with that Viking dialect, and we couldn't understand him.
Well, that's probably nearer to a Viking accent. Is the nearest you'll see it in print is D.H. Lawrence.
So I've got some comments here. Sounds like you may have a female storyteller. So I think Tangerine Layla, the Sleepy Oracle, is offering her services.
Yeah, well, if you can make it.
I don't know how we could possibly film you so far away, but of course,
shout.
one thing we'll be doing in the future.
You have to shout.
Well, you definitely have to shout. We will be doing collabs in the future as well with other channels. So.
But anyway, you ladies out there, the gauntlet hath been laid.
Yes.
So, you know.
You can call me Tangy.
Tangy.
Hello, Tangy. So,
see, my ex is a storyteller, but she lives in Sheffield.
Yes.
And she might not want to work with me. But anyway, nice to
thumbs up.
Tangy.
Oh yes, we'll remember that.
Yeah.
It's one of the things we always want to keep in contact and building the community up, because community is a very important aspect of YouTube. And
I do understand why women haven't come forward, because it must be a bit creepy in the eyes of we're perfectly safe. But
so Tangy says, "Oh really, Thomas? That's really cool." I did have my ex-girlfriend, but I don't think she really listened to me at the time.
Yeah, well,
she was a bit distracted.
They're your ex for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes for
she would have been a good storyteller.
Yeah. So
but I don't think her husband would have liked it.
It's very unreasonable when husbands won't
Yes.
let their wives play around.
Yes, husbandy, of course. The old Viking word.
Is that
Householder.
There's a Viking spy called a James Bondy.
Yes, could be.
That,
Or is it James Bondi?
Oh, well, you never know. That's Bondi Beach.
That water was very nice.
Yeah.
We do take water for granted these days.
Yeah, well, it's when you start filtering it, that's when it starts getting a bit...
Yeah, well, I don't want all the chemicals in it and all the stuff.
Ooh, look at me.
Strong Egil.
I'm only 12 years old and look at me. No, I'm actually 64. 65 in November.
I know a song about being 64, but I promise never to sing on camera again.
Well, when you get older, losing your hair many years from now.
A Bondi tree.
Ah.
Water is a wonderful thing,
Yeah.
says Celtic God. Yes.
Yeah. God knew what he was doing when he invented water.
And Tangi says, thank you very much for letting me be part of the family. I think
Tangi, you're
I saw the
always
comment.
welcome. Keep sending comments and ideas. We're always happy to speak to you.
No, well, this is one of the important things. We're always going to find time for our subscribers and do videos like this and read your comments out.
We are where
No
we
matter
are
what size we get.
We are where we are because of you guys out there, you know. We learn from you as
Yes,
well as
I just put the
teaching.
crystal thing down. It's run out of water. And I am going to tell that tale about this drinking vessel one day. Got water here.
Yeah. We've got all sorts down here.
Well,
Get out.
yeah.
So, what else are we going to have to say?
Well, we're not really set aside any ideas to talk about.
Hold on, there's another one.
Celtic God, that's brilliant.
Ah,
I call water rock cheese so it gets kids to drink it. Yeah, it's a good idea.
do you remember in our reenactment group there were two people who never drank water, just Coca-Cola?
Yeah. That's
Well,
Paddy. One was Paddy.
Oh, Steve was one and Gary was the
Oh,
other.
Wibbly.
Yeah, Gaz was the other one. I don't know how you could do that. I know there's water in it, but and I think I said to Gary once, why don't you drink water? I don't like the taste.
I know if you get a boiled egg
Oh.
and you put it in a glass of Coca-Cola and leave it for a year, it will turn the red rubbery, so you can bounce it like a ball.
I've heard that if you put a tooth in Coke, it dissolves it. I don't know. It's good for cleaning Coke. I like a drink.
Now, when I used to do canoeing on the river, we used to always say that if you drink a can of Coke afterwards, it will get rid of any viral disease you may have swallowed.
Well,
You can see that.
I like a can of pop every now and then. You know, I've got two in the fridge at home.
I like water. I tend to
I
drink
love
more water in kit. I don't drink a lot of water when I'm in my modern clothing.
Well, I
but
have to keep
put it
to-
on camp for a weekend, I'll drink gallons of it.
I have to take tablets, so I've actually got 12 litres in my petrol.
Coke cleans dirt off the roads. Yeah. That's cool about the egg. I may try that, says Thomas Dale. Well, right, come back in a year, Thomas. We'll find out what's happened to your egg.
Well, personally, I'd eat the egg and drink the Coke, but that's me.
Yes, your onion's been suffering a bit as well, Thomas.
Is it?
The onion Thomas.
Yeah.
Losing its skin.
But you want to, here's the thing. Get the onion, skin it,
Yeah.
put it in a Pyrex dish, oil and salt, stick it in the microwave for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then peel the bits off and eat it. We used to have that as a treat when we were kids.
Now,
Lovely.
did Vikings have onions?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, they did. I mean, they haven't just started growing in the last 1,000 years. They had leeks for definite, we know that. And also, a thing they used to do is, say you got a stomach wound, they'd make a porridge with onions, garlic and oats. They'd feed it to you and then wait 2 hours, and if it smelled of garlic and onion, they'd leave.
Some more comments. Coke is good for cleaning rust of bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown
I've got no
sauces.
end of rusty weapons. I'm going to get my Coca-Cola out later.
Yeah, well, I mean, it also cleans copper.
Yeah.
Brown sauce does a good job as well.
I've heard about that brown sauce.
It does work. My brother-in-law did it on a fire garden. I've done it on bits of copper. It does work.
I prefer it on my chips and my sausage.
No, I'm more a ketchup guy. But,
Yeah, well, I like a bit of brown
but
sauce.
you're not a tomato man, are you?
No, I love tomato sauce.
Yeah.
I have to get a replacement onion, Tom. He's the coolest. He has a backsword. Yes, I might even make him a backsword and a little cloak if you're lucky.
I would make him into your lunch. But there
I don't
you
like
go.
onions unless
I
they're really,
won't.
really finely chopped up.
There's a
There's
big
nothing,
onion like that.
there's nothing worse than biting a big onion.
Yeah, I love it. and it's all sweet and salty.
Now, could you imagine the onion 1,000 years old and how big it would be?
They're probably a lot smaller, actually, onions. I mean, the food in those days, I'm sorry to get serious, but apples were about that big, and it's through crossbreeding.
Real men eat onions like apples.
Yeah.
If I was starving, I would do.
When I worked in a factory, we had a guy called Wobble, and he used to eat an onion like an apple.
I would live in a giant onion, says Tangerine later. Tangy. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
You could hollow it out, make a little door. I mean, somebody lived in a big shoe once, didn't they? So.
No, that was just a fairy story.
Are we sure?
Actually. Not real, no.
Oh. Let's imagine somebody in Italy living in a massive shoe. Oh, buongiorno, it's my massive shoe.
Oh, well, fair enough, whatever.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I like onions. I think they're really nice. I tell you what I do like, parsnips once they've had a frost on them.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
I like honey roasted parsnips.
Yeah, well.
Why are you crying all the time? I live in an onion. Yeah, you might end up crying.
See, onions don't make me cry.
It's not.
Yeah.
Oh. But fairy tales are real.
Yeah, okay. No, onions don't make me cry. Politicians make me cry. So does my wages.
Oh, I missed that last one. Let's just stay on long with these comments. I'm going to have to buy some kind of a device. Here we go. Tangerine wants to know what Viking sweet treats were like. They were.
Well, the only sweetness they had was honey.
Yes.
And that was very highly prized because obviously you wanted to make mead. It was also an antibiotic, so you cut yourself.
Yes, you put some honey on you.
Put some honey on it.
Bit of a bandage.
But more likely they put a spider's web on it to stop it, and you make a plaster from a mushroom. Some carrots, I suppose, would be classed as sweetness. The apples, like I said, the apples were very small, and you had fruits.
Yes. But one thing you also had was spices. So if you had a bit of coin, there you are, you're a wealthy Viking.
Yeah, yeah.
You might have had a bit of ginger.
I mean, the average Viking in the field
Wouldn't.
They'd have fruit.
I mean, you'd be lucky to see salt. Well, let's face it, you know.
Well,
let alone pepper.
We know there was a salt works at Northampton.
Yes.
And of course Essex, Malden, salt. But like you say, it was essential for life.
Honey cakes.
Honey, again, there were stringent laws on honey. And also, you've got to be willing to climb up a tree and get stung, because you had to get it out the hive.
Well, of course so. I mean, you wouldn't be climbing the tree because as a beekeeper back in the day, you would have a number of raised platforms and so blueberries and strawberries.
Yeah.
So
natural fruits.
I'm not sure about strawberries here at the time.
Well, you've got variations. You've got Loganberries and.
I don't think they'd be as big as what we see them today.
Probably not, but they'd be around. Red currants. Black currants.
Because I know you get alpine strawberries, so they certainly had strawberries in the Alps.
But you know what sweetness is.
Yes.
Your expectations of it. In the past, it's probably not as strong as what we.
So strawberries do, blackberries, and black and red currants do as well. Yeah. So hello to Gary Tucker. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Nice to see you here, and welcome to the channel.
Yeah. Where's Gary from?
Not sure where you're from, Gary. So, okay, lads, I need to take my son to the store. Thank you for that. Hugs to all. I'll be back next time with my onion. So that's Tangy. So you take care, Tangy. You have a lovely day out there.
Yeah, be groovy.
In American. Stay safe. Stay groovy, in the words of Egil.
Woof, woof, baby.
And I'll promise to do some more live streams in the future.
Yeah, was that another one?
Oh, Wessex, Glastonbury, friends. Oh, right.
I'd love to go to Glastonbury.
We'll go there one day.
Well, I have been on the outskirts, a place called Earth Spirit.
Yes.
I had an amazing time there, but I'd love to go into the village of Glastonbury for various reasons.
I do.
Yeah.
Of course, on Thursday, we put out that Saga story of yours, I'm doing on the apples.
Yeah, you're doing.
Edun. I always pronounce it right. My pronunciation's probably at times.
Yeah. Okay, but no, we were when I was courting, we were going to go to Glastonbury.
Yes.
We came back from a wedding in Falmouth, and she was so tired. She had to sleep at the base of Glastonbury.
And Thomas Dale says, I'd like to visit Glastonbury.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you know, in the future, when the channel's a bit older and I'm not so restricted when and where I can travel to. We will travel.
Because I mean, you've got your dad to look after.
Yes, we're going to check him in a minute. You carry on. So.
All right, so I can ramble on it.
You can ramble on without me for a few minutes in a minute.
Okay. I may have to get nearer to the screen so don't get phased because so I can read it.
Bring the screen to you, but just move left a bit.
Oh, hang on.
So lots on this way. Oh yeah.
Right, as I say,
Because I kind of trap myself now. Trying to get out somewhere.
it's a bit Laurel and Hardy this.
I'm definitely Stan.
Okay.
It's another fine mess you got me into. Do you want your coffee?
Yeah, please.
It's going cold.
It's gone cold, I think you'll find.
Put it there, you can grab it.
There we go. The last, hang on, what's he got here? Mr. Clark Kent will hold the show together till Egil and Bragi can get back. Well, yeah.
Egil's still there.
I'm still here. I've got cold coffee, but oh man, that's terrible. Don't need microwaving. But yeah. And I say we cover all kinds of things. It's always glad to meet new people. And another one here. Oh, Celtic. Oh, sorry. I think it was coffee always good, hot or cold. Yeah. Can you show us your hat pin? Yeah, well. There we go. This is one. It's actually Braggers, if everybody had their right. Anglo-Saxon. But always got lots of stuff like that. There you go. Hope you can see that. And there's all my old necklace with a Taurus hammer. And yeah, that's a good thing about the period we do. There's such a diversity of jewellery and beads and things like that. And I've been fortunate enough to go on a Viking dig. Well, on various digs. I've dug at Sutton Hoo and various sites around York and found Anglo-Saxon beads, and the colours of the beads are phenomenal, especially the blue ones. I don't know why, but they're very, very deep blue. You probably had a quick weird light sensation. That's Bragi switching the light on. He's handing me a necklace of beads. It's all right, I'm with you now. It's not a bad representation. But the beads I've found tended to be sort of look like candy, hard candy. But the blue, blues are one of my favourite colours. I'll just hand this back to the young man. But yeah, I mean, that's something as well. Hang on, we've got ourselves a nice comment. What is the difference between a hat pin and a cloak pin? Size. Cloak pins vary. I've actually got an original Viking pin at home, but you get, if you can hand me a penannular brooch, I'll show you. Here we go. This is a common type of, and it's got the wrong pin on, but never mind. What you do is you pull your cloak up, stick your pin in, and then you spin that round, and it holds the cloak in place. You can even do it even easier by having a long pin with a hole and a thong, which you pull your cloak through and slip it round. And this is a hat pin. It's quite nice actually, this one. It's I'll hold it in the middle. That's a hat pin, and if you look at the size, that's to stick in the old hat and keep it going. It's really nicely done, that. And I've dropped the pin off this, but there should be a pin on it. He's pointing at my feet. I think you'll find, Bragi, you've got the wrong pin on here, but never mind.
Yeah, I do have the wrong pin on there.
It needs to be a bit longer, but never mind.
Yeah, I'll get you another one.
Yeah. He's just going to go and find us another cloak pin. Now, somebody asked me earlier about coffee's good hot or cold. Well, I like it hot, matron, but cold coffee, nah, not really for me. But hey, horses for courses. He's coming back. He's holding a great deal of stuff. Oh no, it's a cloak. Oh my goodness, are you going to show the viewers?
So you can show them that.
Oh great, thanks. This is a slightly exaggerated example. Hang on a minute, I missed your comment. If you put the comment back up, because I missed
No,
it.
just leave another comment, it'll come back up.
Okay. Right. This is OTT cloak pin.
No, that's actually bang on.
There was a law brought out about the length of pin. Now, you imagine you're at a banquet, you're not allowed weapons, and you are a nice Viking lady. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden, Mr. Groper next door starts groping you. What do? You take your pin and you ram it through the back of his hand. He gets the message, I'm not interested. And that's partly why they are like they are. But some of them used to have them so they stuck up like that, and people got eyes were gouged out, so they made a restriction on the length of the pin, and you had to have a bung on the end of it like that. That to me is rather too big.
No, that's just quite authentic. That is a
I'm
copy.
not saying it's not authentic, I'm just saying it's too big for me.
It's too big, but it's
Yeah.
a copy of, I think it's the Silverdale Hoard.
Yeah.
On one of the,
Not the Tomdale Hoard.
not the Tomdale Hoard, that's another hoard to be found,
Yeah.
perhaps. But yeah, that's a nice big cloak. But it is a bit too on the big side.
Yeah.
And you certainly know when you're wearing a pin like this, you've got to be careful with it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Get you that one out.
Whoa, mind the camera. Okay, viewers, it's not an earthquake.
It's alright. It's the earthquake of Derby of 1016.
The beads were made out of glass. Now, glass was a semi-precious stone, according to the Vikings. They had various different colours and pigmentations. Amber beads, yes. Amber beads made of amber, came from the Baltic, worth a lot of money now, never mind then. And the Baltic Seas, yeah. And in fact, in later years, the Teutonic Knights took the monopoly of amber. And yeah, leave some stuff. I missed that one. But getting back to the glass beads, you had to make them outside because the fumes giving off would kill you. But they are a useful dating method. We found that orange beads are specific to about the 9th century. And hang on, I don't know what he's got there. Flower mate. Oh, these are amber beads. There you go. These are worth a lot of money even now. I'll steal those. But no, there's a lot of money's worth of beads even now. But again, it was a status symbol. Maybe the Busengama that Freya wore may have been made of amber, or certainly had amber in it. Who knows? I'm sure somebody out there will tell us.
Would you like a massive amber bead on your pommel of your sword?
Oh yeah. Glass beads probably came about from smelting metals on sand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's that, but there's also something else that's added. You got sand, heat, and there's something else which
Well,
I
you
can't
need
remember.
you need to add colour somehow.
Yeah.
It's not something I've actually ever made or had a go at, really. I've seen it being done.
You want to do
Fascinating.
do it outside.
Definitely got to do it outdoors.
Yeah. But everybody can tell us the consistency of glass and how they coloured it.
If you want to go and look at some very nice beads, I recommend a man called Tillerman Beads. That's a man called Mike Paul. And he has a little business where he makes authentic beads. In fact, he made these ones here of the Repton Thor's hammer beads. So I do recommend that site.
Yeah, well, I mean, coloured beads, they were different. I mean, I've dug blue ones, I've dug red ones, but I'm sure there were many colours.
Oh, of course so.
You had Millefiori glass and things like that. So I've just looked at myself close up and I look like a dwarf from Snow White.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Don't you think?
Yeah, you do a little bit. I know, I'm not.
Am I grumpy?
Yeah, I don't know which one you are. Which dwarf is he out of the seven dwarfs? Of course, we're not told that tale yet,
No,
have
I
we?
just had a look and I thought, hello, yeah, you know.
I thought you looked more like a hobbit.
Oh, yeah, well, now.
There you
I
go.
was in the Tolkien Society many years ago and I was Samwise Gamgee.
He was indeed.
Yeah. My tash wasn't as big then, matron, but
And it is real. Let me just try to put it. Oh,
well,
can't
no,
put it.
this is actually a fake one. The real ones are in the drawer at home.
All right.
Yeah.
Dwarfs are powerful creatures. No shame in looking like a dwarf, or,
Yeah.
or even a dwarf.
A dwarf.
And Roman Greeks. Well, can't read that word. Scanthia. I'm not very good at reading. It's gone now.
Sorry about that, but if you flash it back up, we'll.
I've not had enough sleep last night. That's what it is.
I don't know. Younger generation. I don't know. Anyway.
It'll come back up in a minute.
Yeah.
When somebody else leaves a comment.
But yeah. As I say, we like to ramble on. And
yes, there's no set plan for this live stream. Sometimes we do have a set plan.
I know you wouldn't guess it, but there's no plan.
You know.
But,
we are professionals, though.
Well, technically, yeah.
I like saying. Yeah. Whenever I say we are professionals, it's just my little tribute to Deep Digger Dan, because he always makes a joke that he's like really professional when he isn't, and he is.
Oh, right.
So it's just a joke, inward joke for myself.
And I've got to clean my magic space.
But it makes you think, you know, there you are. There's old Olaf, the Viking, and you got bad eyes. You know, how would you have coped?
Well.
So, Roman Greeks, Cynthia, with fine glass blowing, go to Prague, amazing glass there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just look at Roman glass. I mean, some Roman glass is just amazing. You know, and
the thing I find...
The things they manufactured.
I remember when I was digging in York, we dug up a 1930s milk bottle.
Yeah.
And it mineralised, and it wasn't, you couldn't see through it, but it was purple, gold, all colours. Beautiful. And what it is the glass mineralises inside.
Yes.
And it looked beautiful. It really did.
That's something I've done in modern life is bottle digging. It's actually a fun hobby to do.
Well, I'll upset you now because somebody knocked it off the windowsill of the site and smashed it.
Well,
I thought there it was, perfectly in condition from the 30s. Till some
I remember, I think a couple of years ago, going around Derby Museum. And they had a little section about glass bottles and glass objects. And they had these spears. I think they're Australian, Aboriginal spears. And they made them out of like glass bottles. It's like a glass spear. I just thought that was totally amazing how somebody actually manufactured that.
If you go up the back stairs, there's the
so India has some amazing anti-gravity pottery, amazing methods. I'll have to have a look at that.
You know, when you go up the back stairs of the museum, there's a bit that goes down into what used to be the library.
Yes.
Look at all the shelves of all bottles up there.
Oh, right.
I helped clear the books out of that. But in my old days as a gallery assistant.
Oh, yes. That was used to come and see you in the museum.
Yeah.
Use the toilet.
I mean,
bug off.
Yeah. Who'd have thought it, eh? Council job and I get made redundant.
That's the way it goes, though. But you're on here now, so you know this is your new career, YouTube.
I must admit, I'll be flicking peanuts at the public.
You're a rising star. I mean, not everybody dances a Viking, have they, on camera?
True that. But any more comments?
Oh, I'm sure there will be. We're looking quite good now on camera. I can actually see the comments. Any tips on eating food without also eating the moustache?
Yeah. Keep doing that and use a spoon. You see, there is an advantage. If you have an ice cream cone, you get two lots. You get the first bit and then it sticks in your moustache.
Yes.
I'll be honest, it can be a nuisance at times, but I'm a tash kind of guy.
That's cool to know about the museum and library.
Yeah, the library itself is now moved to, if you live in Derby, it's now moved to the council house. The old library is now part of the museum and art gallery as a conference centre.
Oh right, so not going to make it a nice museum out of it then.
They could put a nice lot of stuff in there.
They could do, yes. It's a big space, the old library.
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, well, it's what happens when you get poor people in charge of the city.
Well, it's not about history, it's about polishing CVs, but let's not go there, viewers. I don't want to get into trouble.
Indeed. It's not the first time either.
But hey, read my thoughts. Let's just say friends those of you who've seen the series, it ain't too far from the truth.
Same of the best stuff in libraries and museums are kept in the back and hidden rooms.
Absolutely. I mean, I worked there 10 years and I went round it twice, but the stuff they've got there was far more interesting. In fact, they used to have special tours where they took people around.
Thomas Dale says, Celtic, it is.
Oh, right.
That's it. That's the same, yeah. Love and light, guys. Good health to all. Come a solstice, good here, then always something happening. So then your comment disappeared.
Who was that from?
That was from the new chap he's leaving.
All right, okay.
So, I've got to go in the settings and figure out how to leave the comments on a bit longer.
Yeah.
Or buy a laptop or get a tablet so I can read the comments off the screen. Because I don't normally live stream in this room.
No, but it is quite a nice room.
Yeah, I think we're looking quite good at the moment on camera.
Because the weather is a bit topsy-turvy, isn't it?
It is at the moment.
We've had a nice day today. It was been very bright but quite chilly.
We've got some good things recorded today,
Yeah.
including 2 more videos at the beginning of the Rune series.
Yeah.
So every Wednesday from now on. In fact, hang on, I'll finish the question. So it's happening here all around the times of year. Glastonbury Assembly Room's always a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'd love to
come and
go.
visit Glastonbury.
Yeah, I'd love to. It's a long haul from Derbyshire, but I don't know, and he's disappeared again.
I'm just getting the weekly schedule to show folk.
He's getting the weekly schedule to show you, and he's coming back now.
We're actually organised, so I just updated this the other day. So you'll see the weekly schedule I'm working at.
Can you see that all right?
So on the Monday, we're going to have like a 2-minute history video. This could be backwards actually on the video, I'm not sure. So, and then the Tuesday, there'll always be a folk tale on the Tuesday. Then Wednesday, Odin's Day, is going to be... Oh, Gary's going, so see you, Gary.
See you, Gary.
Very nice to meet you,
Yeah.
and thank you for dropping in.
Yeah.
So Wednesday is going to be the new Rune series. I think we can probably keep that going for a good year or 2. Then Thursday is another folk tale. Then on Friday, it's going to be either Ask Egil Anything, or it'll be a folk tale chat episode, or maybe something related to the Sagas. Then on Saturday, we'll always have our history video, although we didn't have one out on yesterday. I thought to do it. And then on Sunday, we'll just be either a vlog or questions and answers video, or it'll be a review or something like that. So we are trying to build up to go 7 days a week, but it does take time. So, you know.
So I hope you got all that. I'm going to comment here which says...
I can see it the right way round. Oh, good.
Jolly good.
I'll show you it again then, because I thought there it wasn't the right way round. So there you go. So we're all organised. We do have some kind of a plan, you know. Yeah.
Well, while we're here, well, earlier on we were talking about coffee. How do you like your coffee? I like mine black with no sugar. Bragi's a milk and sugar man.
Yes, 2 for me, please.
And hang on, there's a comment which I couldn't have. Any thoughts?
Many of the fairy tales and folk being stories of gods and goddesses.
Well, I mean, it's a way of hiding, well, promoting paganism. They have their roots way back there. And it's a way for them to be overlooked by missionaries who do it for whatever reasons they did it for. And this is something about the Sagas which I think needs to be said. Snorri Sturluson, who collected the majority of these, was a bishop. In fact, he was actually killed because of his affiliations. But the old sagas were, shall we say, cleaned up, and there are various the classic case I know is there's 2 versions of Thor hunting Jormungand. In the older one, he catches the serpent and kills it. In the later one, he lets it go, and that ties it with Ragnarok. But if you look at Ragnarok and Revelations, they bear a startling resemblance. I like my coffee black, very sweet and usually cold. Greetings. Okay, well, yeah, cold coffee doesn't do it for me, but yeah, I can see where you're coming from. It's the caffeine that gives you whiz, and Bag is coming back. We've got the onion. And I've missed them all again. Thanks to the onion. That's probably going to go straight. There we go. Tell you, top and tail it, take the skin off, oil and salt, cut across with the top, whack it in the microwave. You've got yourself a lovely meal. Never mind what he says, they are good. Onions are good, guys, like tomatoes.
Oh no, tomatoes are evil.
Oh, I love raw tomatoes. When I was a young'un, my older brother grew tomatoes in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
And they have a little bit of green at the top. When you bite them, it leaves a stinging in your mouth. It's lovely. What's that?
To the guy that wrote down the headers was a bishop, question mark. Ha
Yeah.
ha, very interesting. Yeah, he was a bishop, yeah.
He was actually a relative of Egil Skallagrimson. Something like a great-great-grandfather, grandson.
And, I've got Seatran hair on. Oh, good thing I didn't miss this. Hello, Seatran. Nice to see you. And, Njal Sigmundsson here. Hail Bragi, or hail Carl.
Hi,
Njal.
Yeah, so you're back.
I'm back, yeah.
Where you been?
I'm downstairs to see my dad's gone took Wordle.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's going Wordling.
So that means to relieve his bowels.
Yeah.
But anyway.
To Wordle.
Never mind Wordle. Onion.
Onion, yes. Chopped up nicely fine.
Oh, it's got a backsword.
Yes, Snowy Sterlingson, hope that's right spelling, was a bishop.
Yeah.
The guy did parade headers.
He did the older and younger
Yes.
elders. Did a very good job.
Well, we do owe a lot to him.
But having said that, he probably took out bits that were overtly pagan.
Yes.
I mean, to me, Ragnarok, I think that's Revelations. That's a stylized version of Revelations. Because, I mean, you think about it, what's the point of worshipping a god you know is going to die? You know?
Well, that's a good point.
You know, I mean, all right, Christ died, but he rose again, and, you know.
Yeah, but at least you don't have to bow down to Odin.
Well, whatever. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
It causes too many problems.
Well, it does, and at the end of the day, you know, I think everybody's practicing worship of the same thing. It's universal energy.
Yeah, well, everyone should have the right to worship how they like.
Well, of course they should do.
And
we're open to everybody on this channel.
I mean, it's like I say, most of the people in the world are pretty decent folk. And
I always say there's no right or wrong, it's down to the individual's beliefs.
You shouldn't kill somebody for
perhaps this is something me and Egil can really get on about on my channel. Yes, yeah. And that's Celtic God. I was thinking, well, after you've had Egil on, a few weeks later, you could have us both on, if you like, as well. So we could arrange that.
Trouble is, religion now is such a hot potato.
It shouldn't be, though.
It shouldn't be at all. I mean, nobody should be killed for their religion.
No.
Nobody.
No.
And, you know, what does it do? It breeds resentment and
of course so.
barriers. So, there you go. Enough of my religious rant, even though it is a Sunday.
If it includes ale, then I'm all up for it. Yeah. There you go.
Anything else?
No, we'll just keep waiting, keep commenting, keep talking. This is good practice, Egil.
I do have a sore bottom.
Well, I sort of wanted to hear that.
Well,
you got a cushion there.
I definitely think they don't want to hear it.
Can we get you another cushion?
No, I'm all right. Just straighten it back.
This is why I like standing up doing the live stream.
I'll do a quick Mick Jagger. Yeah, so you got a bargain with the old Bill Wyman book.
Oh yeah, do you want to show that on camera?
Yeah. Hang on, there's a comment here.
You read that, I'll get booked.
Talks are good, it's how we learn. Yeah, that's true. It is how we learn.
I've always been a crafty bugger at buying things. Have you noticed this, Egil?
Yeah. Well, I do. I must admit, there was a programme with Bill Wyman on it, very interesting.
Yes.
Because when he was with the Stones, he just sort of stood there.
Yes.
But he really...
Jumping Jack Flash, it's a gas.
And as I say...
I thought I'd do a Rolling Stones or something here. Oh yeah, so I bought this book, You're Not Spam. It's a charity shop in England. Really good book, actually. Yeah. It's called Treasure Island. And for me, this is really good because it all talks about all the hoards. And it's written by the Bill Wyman. So I went in and I saw this book and look, I actually got it signed by Bill Wyman. So there you go. Got a book here by a Rolling Stone.
If you're watching, Bill, thanks for your time with the Stones.
And apparently he's into all this.
Yeah.
What you were saying?
Well, yeah. Well, as I say, I believe they've named a metal detector after him.
As we're talking about him,
Yeah.
we can put a hashtag Bill Wyman.
Yeah.
He might watch this. Hello, Bill.
Well, if you're out there, Bill, thanks for your time with the Stones, and we want to see more of you, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks for the music.
Get out
anyway.
there.
Yeah.
I think a TV series talking about archaeology finds from him would be brilliant.
Well, they did do a program on metal detecting, and the guy was fascinating to listen to because, like I say, when he was with the Stones, he was the guy at the back.
I want him to see the new series called River Hunters.
Yeah.
This has got a guy in it called Bo. He's actually somebody I've been following on YouTube from a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think when I followed him, he had something like 20,000 subs.
Yeah.
And he's a really nice bloke. He actually subscribed me back.
Yeah.
And he's still subscribed to my other channel. The altered one. Yo, nice to see you here. Welcome to this live stream.
Yeah.
So looking forward to seeing this series. They're going around England looking in rivers, finding things.
Well,
So it's on History Channel.
if you come to Derby, mate, you'll find a lot of stuff in there because there's ordnance in
And
there.
he's a big YouTuber. I think soon he'll be hitting 1 million subs on his channel.
Well, if he comes to Derby, tell him to watch his step because there's ordnance in the
Nobody's
river.
could have come looking in the river in Derby.
Well, you say that, but that bridge, John Lom's bridge,
Well, I know, but
there's all sorts there, mate.
it's not the sort of river they go in. Too big.
Well, it's there.
You need a dredge for that.
Well, actual fact, the river's like that. The side the museum's on,
Yeah.
is about 6 foot. But it
Well,
goes
I didn't
down-
realise that the river was on the other side back in the day
Yeah.
of the mill.
Well, Jedediah Strutt had the whole place
Because
dredged.
if you don't know this, guys, explain to them about the first factory in Derby.
Well,
I'll go and check my dad.
1702, there was a mill formed by. They were forming a silk mill to make thread. The trouble was they couldn't get a perfectly round thread. Thomas Cotchett, the mill, he was a solicitor, and his manager was John Lom. Well, John Lom went out to Italy, Piedmont to be exact, and he did a bit of industrial spying, sent drawings back. He fell foul of the authorities there and quickly left with 2 workers, one as a woman, and had he been caught, he'd have been hanged. But fortunately for them, they met with the Royal Navy, and the Italians weren't stupid enough to have a go at the Royal Navy, but they did lodge an official diplomatic complaint. John Lom then set up making his machinery, and the thread was constant. But it got a bit more shaky. He wasn't paying the city fathers for the use of the river, saying he couldn't get raw silk, which was a lie, he did. Anyway, this went on, and mysteriously John Lom died, and an Italian woman was blamed, who came back with him. She was released through lack of evidence, which is highly suspicious, because we're talking 18th century Britain, where you get hanged if you steal more than 4 shillings, 20p, and you're a foreigner and you're a woman. But she was released. Guy Trevally, who worked with him, suddenly opened a mill. It didn't succeed, but there you go. They paraded his body around Derby, and there were suspicions raised, and they went to dig the body up a year later, because that's how you tested for arsenic, and lo and behold, the body isn't there. Where is it? Well, that's the point. Nobody knows. And John Lom's cousin ended up becoming a knight and getting £50,000 and opening up the mills to everybody. So Derby prospered on that way. But it's all very suspicious, and it smacks to me of a government department. But Derby has been a controversial...
Conspiracy.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, he had ruined the economy of Piedmont. The funny thing is, had he looked in the patent offices in London, he would have found exactly the same material that he didn't need to go to Italy for.
So, a comment here. So, let's offend some people. What are your opinions on kilt? I didn't quite get to see next bit. Just leave in the comments, somebody. I can see the next bit of that question.
Comments on kilts?
Yeah.
Very practical.
Have you ever worn one, Egil?
No, no.
Would you like to wear a kilt?
Not particularly.
No.
My mate Rob, who may turn up, he wears a kilt.
Does he?
And he has. It's the one where you wrap them round and the plaid is.
Oh, do
part,
it go top of the shoulder?
Everything.
So what's your opinion on kilts and kilts worn for war? And then we have a comment here from Simp62, which has just disappeared. We'll see it in a minute.
Anyway, kilts.
So, hang on.
Are very useful, and they've got to be a tough guy to wear them because I mean, in the First World War, they didn't have underwear on.
No.
They just had a kilt, and it gets mighty cold out there. I think the rule in the British Army is the only time you wear underwear is in front of the Queen or women.
So I'm curious about your guys' necklaces. Is there a story with them?
Well, these.
Oh, to a degree, yeah. So hello there, Simp. Welcome to the channel.
Who?
Simp62.
Okay, Simp. Well, I can only speak for mine. Mine's got Thor's hammer.
Yes.
And the two ravens, Thought and Memory.
Actually, we've actually made a video on the necklace of Egil Thorsson.
But having said that,
will be out soon.
Let's have a look at Bragi's.
Well, I made this one up to kind of like to join the club, really.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to join the Egil Thorsson, have lots of beads necklace club. So I'll take it off for you.
Well, the guy I knew had most beads was Tyke, and
I've got a whole box full of them.
There you go. That's based on the Swedish Thors.
Yeah.
That's the bigger version of my little silver one. There, look.
Yeah.
And that's a Swedish one. Originally, the original, I think, it's got two red eyes on it.
Oh, does it?
And it's a raven.
Because I was wondering about the gem on that, whether that's authentic or not.
Well,
no. Some of them don't often have it on.
And that's the Derby one, I believe.
Yes, I'm wearing the rectum hammer, which I probably need to re-thread around. The problem with this hammer is because I've not threaded it on right, it keeps disappearing into the bead itself.
Tell you what, so, Derby Museum, why don't you show the proper Thor's hammer that you got from
That's the rectum Thor's hammer from the rectum giant.
Yeah, it's not been on show for years. Why not?
And then I have this old one here, it's my old Danish hammer. Yeah. I think I would have brought that in 1997.
Yeah.
And I've worn it a lot since then. It's not been off my neck for many years, so.
I'm glad to see that.
And of course we've all got bits of jewellery on, so I've got a bit of hack silver. Got some new bits from the post this week.
And I've got some Viking style tattoos.
Yes.
We don't exactly, we know the Vikings did have tattoos, but what exact form they took, well, that's anybody's guess.
Until we find a Viking bog body. Yeah. I mean, did they ever do that? Practice bog bodying?
Yeah, the they did, but it was in the early period.
Yes. It'd probably be pre-Viking and Vendel if it's Scandinavian.
Urtsey has got 53 tattoos on him, you know.
I just don't understand the gap of having tattoos and not having tattoos.
Oh, I didn't get mine till I was 50.
Oh no, I remember you getting your first one.
I've got them all over. I always remember when I was on the desk at the museum, there was a little 18-month-old girl, beautiful girl, and she used to come and have a little talk with me, and she came up and whispered in my ear, says, "Simon, somebody's been drawing on you."
Yes.
And I remember that. She was a lovely lass. She'd be quite the young lady now.
Well, you know, it's amazing that seeing all these people grow up. We're getting old, Egil.
Well, I think she'd be about 10.
So, yes, what made you decide to get your tattoos, Egil?
It just seemed the right idea for me at the time. Part of it was a finger up at my family, but also they are to do with my religion. You can't see all of them. I've got two ravens here. I've got a helmet. A design off that Sutton helmet. I've got them here. The wolves, hattie and skull.
Now, you did promise last year to do a video on your tattoos.
Well, I've been willing, but the weather hasn't.
No,
so.
Well, we've got plenty of time this summer, so if you'd like to see a video on the tattoos of Egil Thorsson, and he'll talk about them and what they mean to him. But I think with tattooing these days, a lot of people will get tattooed without any thinking about it. Yeah. To me, it's got to have some kind of symbolism, meaning.
Well, what people don't understand is there are fashions and trends in tattooing. Used to be what they call tribal.
Yes.
Which is swine to remove. Then they had stars. Well, these are taken from archaeological finds and magical things, and they're not in fashion. They won't be out of fashion.
No.
I've got a lot more that you'll be able to see later on.
Have you ever been to a tattoo museum?
No.
Fascinating places. I went to one in Amsterdam once. Highly recommend going, folks.
But if you ever decide to have tattoos, Abacus Tattooing in Derby.
Yes, I don't have any myself.
No. Well,
I've not got to that stage in my life where it's like having a beard. I
it's
don't
like
feel like I need any.
it's like I said to my brother.
Yet.
There are people who are into tattoos and the people who are not. And if you're not into tattoos, you can explain away forever and they still won't get it.
I like tattoos on ladies.
Well, again, I mean, I won't have them on the face, neck or hands.
Yeah, right, fair enough.
If I show tattoos, it's because I want people to see them. If I don't, I cover them up. I mean, you can understand employers if they come in with tattooed faces, why they don't get the job. They could be brilliant, but and it is a prejudice.
It's you know, you got that jigsaw man who's got a tattoo of a whole jigsaw. I mean, I find that fascinating. And
but having said
it's
that,
modern art in a way.
If you were going for a mortgage, would you want somebody covered in tattoos?
Not really, but
No,
but then again, times have changed, and times are changing ever more so.
Well, royalty have had tattoos. You remember Patrick Litchfield?
Yeah.
He had a dragon on his arm. King George V.
Yes. Didn't know he had one.
Oh yeah, and Edward VII. He had a tableau tattooed on him, and Harold Godwinson's body was identified, quote, by certain marks. Edith Swanhills. He had Edith tattooed across his heart.
So what is the evidence for tattooing in the age of the Saxons then?
We know that we hear about it, but and also if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to have tattoos. St. Paul is quite emphatic upon it. So it always makes me smile when you see people with Christian tattoos. But hey, horses for courses. You have what you want.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I'm not here to preach.
No, we're not here to preach. We're here to entertain and to teach people.
But
have fun.
Yeah, but as I say, when the weather gets better, I will definitely.
Yeah, we will film that video. Yeah. We'll do a warning at the beginning.
After what I've seen on YouTube today, mate, Tom.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't on YouTube. That was on
on file. But
no, Instagram. He's watching this. Hello, Tom. Yeah, I thought it was fake. It made me laugh. The hashtag really did make me laugh. So,
no, never mind.
I'm not getting my belly out for Boccacelli. No way.
Yeah, well, moving on.
Yes, carry on.
Have we got any more comments come through?
Oh, there will be. I'm trying to hope you get another comment. Here we go. I started going to Derby Museum and ask over and over again. Many people today claim they do not have tattoos. Oh, it's just disappeared again.
Yeah. I think more people have got tattoos now than have.
I think so. Yes.
I mean, you know.
I mean, there's that adult website called Suicide Girls, which is all softcore. You know, it's all women with tattoos. So there you go.
The thing I would say to people,
Facebook.
if you're having a tattoo, remember a tattoo is for life. They say they can remove them, but you just have a red splodge. It's ideal if you're going to replace it with another tattoo. But be aware, once you've got it, you've got it. And also, you see people with little tattoos, they flood and blot, and they end up looking like you just got a big bruise.
Yes.
So if you can have one, have it reasonable size.
Egil in a thong, you heard it here first. Celtic God.
Woof woof.
Woof woof, baby.
Yeah.
That's how he ends his text, you know. When I text him, he ends it, I'll go woof woof.
Yeah. I'm
good old wit mail.
Yeah, I'm underpant man myself. What I like to wear is a demi trunk. Gives you freedom of movement, and it's a pant for all seasons.
Now, let's talking about underwear. What would the Viking couldn't be? Would it be some kind of drawers?
It depends.
Would you have worn any?
I don't think they would have personally. I know the trousers I've seen where the gentleman's parts hang out. So, and the Skeleton covers.
Well, some will hang out further than others, but then
Yeah, some hang flat.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's
We don't think about these things.
well, it was women didn't wear underwear till about 1800.
Well, I suppose so. Yes.
So, I mean, Jesus is depicted with a loincloth, so I assume that was the kind of wife unto its
Do
day.
you reckon he wore it when he was doing his carpentry?
Well, you never know, it's hot out
It's
there.
hot, sweaty work, isn't it?
No, I'm not going there. It's a bit near the edge. We don't want to get lambasted.
Oh, it's all right. Each to their own.
On your own head, be it.
But another video we did earlier was talking about the life of teenagers in the Dark Ages.
Hang on.
So Vikings were real men. They only wore underwear. Oh yes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, they were talking about Magnus bare legs.
Yes.
And the reason is we think, you may correct me here, is that he wore a kilt rather than trousers.
That's true. I believe that's true.
Yeah.
But how else would you get the name Bare Legs?
Yeah. Well, there you go. Nicknames were quite common. I mean, Ragnar Lothbrok, Hairy Breeks.
Oh yeah.
Ivar the Boneless, which we won't go into. And apparently, I was reading a book by Johannes Bronson. They found a grave to Juicehead. And they said, oh,
it's an interesting subject, nicknames of the Viking Age, you know, because they're very creative in the names.
Well, they say this guy Juicehead because he sucked vegetables. No, it's because he got drunk, that's why.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's a sense of humour as well.
Yeah.
But let's face it, if you've not had a nickname in your life, I've had many nicknames, you've not lived, have you?
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, that's something as well.
Well, either the bonus, one theory being he was exceptionally agile as opposed to deformed, which was truer.
I think it's
Celtic
because well, I think it was due to certain parts of his anatomy that remained flaccid. I'll go no further. That's what has been suggested. But here's something. Humour.
Yes.
Viking humour. Humour is very, very different. I mean, to our English viewers, I listen to Radio 4X.
Yes.
And I have a lot of stuff from the sort of 40s, which is supposedly funny, and I don't. The only exception is people like Laurel and Hardy I find funny.
Oh, they are funny though.
But I mean, you know, Itmar.
Yeah.
Was hilarious in its day, but even Morecambe and Wise I find now as aged.
Yes.
Doesn't work.
They may not know who Morecambe and Wise is. I mean, I think everybody's heard of Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah.
Especially with the movie coming out last year. Good movie.
But some forms of humour just don't.
Of course, some humour doesn't pass with time, you know, it becomes
And to be honest with you, today you've got comedians, I just don't find them amusing.
Well, take Bernard Manning or people like that, Jeff O'Toole.
I've
not very PC these days.
I've actually been insulted by Bernard Manning. Called me Cat Weasel. But having said that, I mean...
For a minute there, I thought you got in a fight with him. Anyway, comment here. Over the Heartless, a guy I know dubbed so because his heart stopped, and also called him over the... Last bit went something. We'll come back in a minute.
Well, yeah, I mean, I must admit, I worked with a guy that we call Wobble, and that's because the poor guy was deaf.
Yeah. Well, when I was at school, there was a guy in my class called Charles Wobblehead, because he had a wobbly head.
Oh, right.
It just would wobble when he walked. So, and he liked the name. It wasn't a cool name. He had a wobbly head, so we called him Wobblyhead. Yeah. But children are like that, though.
Well, I used to have a crew cut.
He moved away in the end. His dad was a priest or a vicar.
Yeah. I used to have a crew cut.
Did you have a crew cut?
Yeah, for years. That's one reason I've got long hair now. And they used to call me Hedgehog.
Hedgehog. Of course, an old name for T.K. Thorkelson was Slug, wasn't it? But why did they call him Slug? Was it because he was so slow?
You may comment. I'm not.
That's another question.
Yeah.
Hello, T.K. If you're not watching this.
He's probably not.
No, he'd be working right now.
I should refrain. Working? What else?
Yeah, at the park. He works. He's a park ranger.
What? This time of night?
Yeah, he has to shut up shop.
Oh right, I could imagine.
He's the holder of the keys.
I was thinking of him with a torch on his head.
He's their most responsible person.
I've gone speechless.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
You always get one of those bits in every live stream.
Yeah. Who knows? Perhaps Taiki might actually talk to me one day.
Well, you never know. Maybe in passing, like it might be something begin with F and go off, but never mind. So, out of all this time you've been on the channel, what have you learnt so far being a YouTuber?
I've learned that there's a big audience out there.
Massive.
Yeah, and they're pretty decent people, to say the least.
The ones we got. Luckily, we don't get hit by trolls. We don't really fussed anyway because we're Vikings and we're tough. You know, it's bound to happen one day.
He's just inviting every troll in the universe.
I know. Well, you know, when we get trolls, we're just told folk tales about trolls. There you go. They all end up in a bad way.
What they don't realise is it adds to our viewing.
Over the Undying, they also called him. So there you go. And the best nicknames are earned of. It's gone again. Normally I have my TV screen here, see, and then I can see the comments. But because I'm in another room now, I've got no TV in here.
It'd be nice if Bill Wyman popped up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think, is he still having kids at his age? Was it the other one, the Rolling Stones?
God knows.
I think it was Ronnie Wood, a kid last year.
Yeah, last I had a Ronnie Wood, he wasn't very well. He had lung cancer.
No, I think he beat that, didn't he? Unless he's died.
Right.
The fact that my dad don't like me using that word, died.
All right. Dead.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think he's probably had a transplant because I've seen him on telly.
What, heart or hair?
Long. But he's a very accomplished artist. I've seen repros of his art.
Now here's something we can talk about.
What?
So, the last probably couple of days, we've had Gary Cheyenne leaving lots of comments and watching our content. So, I'd like to say hello to Gary. I really do like your channel. And if I can find some more time in my busy lifestyle, I'll definitely watch some more of your content. Because I do want to learn more about the bow. And, well, you got that covered.
Yeah.
So,
be good to
I just want to say thank you very much for your lovely comments. I've got some more to reply to. So, big YouTuber for us.
Yeah, keep on commenting.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's brilliant. But,
and he seems a real nice, down-to-earth person, which is what I like.
Yeah.
Some of these YouTubers are just not so down-to-earth as others. But I don't know, perhaps it's just me. I'm a very down-to-earth person, but that's just the way I am.
Hey, if you can't express
I
yourself...
just take life the way it is.
If you can't express yourself on YouTube, where can you?
I'm still puzzled by this sword, you know, why it's so short. Are they, you know... Why do you get a long scabbard of a short sword?
Because the scabbard doesn't match the sword and it's one...
Yeah, it's a pity it didn't fit any of my other swords that are longer. You've tied that up, haven't you? This is something I've been trying recently, was doing...
peace ties?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you what, entwining thread, do your hands in.
It's no good having a peace tie if it comes undone. It defeats the object. You have to stop and do that.
Yeah, well,
which makes
there you are, there's old Bragi, you're about to get in a sword fight, you know, and there's old Olaf about to fight me. You're not going to wait until I say, oh, wait, old chap, I've got to do my peace tie, is he?
Well, he'd have to undo his.
Yes, very nice that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to using that on you soon.
Oh, I'm looking forward to Old Reliable at the back there behind you.
Oh, the best nicknames are comments. Oh, missed it again. I'm terrible at reading comments today.
Sorry, viewers.
Sorry about that.
Not really. Doopy-doo-be-doo. Do you like our black and white check?
Yeah, that's actually going to be a cloak soon. But I'm thinking about lining it with some linen. I've got some nice white linen. And then I'm going to put a layer of felt in between.
Oh.
No, I don't use a backdrop.
Oh.
I could use a blue linen, but I'm saving that for a under tunic.
Woof. Okay.
No, we'll keep battling on. We're waiting for the doorbell to go.
Doorbell?
Yeah, well, Bernard's coming.
Oh, right.
Bernard.
That gives me a chance to get changed.
He's from... he's a Barbadian. Very nice chap, actually.
Barbados.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He was telling me about when he first went to the, you know, the football Shroves Tide.
Yeah, Ashbourne.
Would you like to explain it to our common people? Again, about, didn't we read this? Again, out of curiosity, the trim on your shirts, are they tablet weave? Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
I'll give you a bit closer image of it if I can. There we go.
In Ashbourne, once a year around Shroves Tide, Easter time, the town boards up its shops.
It does.
And you have two teams, uppers and downers. And at the bottom of the town, there's a big concrete circle. the top of the town.
And Simp62 says, do you do the tablet weaving, Bragi? No, I've not done this tablet weaving. Though I have been thinking recently about getting into it, having a go for the first time.
To continue.
Yes. Sorry.
The town divides in half. Even the army give leave to people to play in this.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
Never knew that.
Were famous people. We even had Prince Charles outside the supermarket. It's like a podium. What they do, everyone congresses together, and they throw the ball in, and then it's a mad for all.
And there's literally thousands of people taking part.
People get broken arms and legs, and it's the early form of football. And no matter what people say, they will keep doing it, and it's good.
And it goes on for like 2 or 3 days until somebody scores a goal.
I think,
either the uppers or the downers.
Yeah, but if your dad is a downer, you become a downer.
Yeah.
And vice versa. And like I say, leave has been granted from the British Army.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah.
That's fascinating, that is.
It's a British tradition. It can get pretty violent, but to score, it sounds odd, 0 and 1. But when you see masses of people, and if you go to the British Legion in Ashbourne, there are old footballs that have been...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
In fact, didn't they find one recently or something?
Yeah.
So, the altered one at Simp62, use synth. Then we have another one,
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that was about.
But anyway, that is Ashbourne football.
There's no doubt going to be videos on Shrove Tide football of Ashbourne.
Oh yeah, there are quite a few.
Have you ever taken part in it?
No, I have. A, I'm not a member of Ashbourne.
No.
And B, I'm not so stupid.
No.
You see the mass, it is like a football crowd.
Yes, it is.
And it's legalised violence, but it's fun to watch.
Should definitely ask Bragi some tailored questions then. Yes, I am slowly going to get into the sewing more and more. What I'm doing off screen is just practicing my sewing. I'm practicing sewing up bits of kit until I get to this stage where I feel, we can go on camera, we can do this and actually demonstrate how to make one of these hats. And the idea is that you can get some material yourself and at the same time having a live stream, sew one up and we can do it together. So, because I do like teaching people.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to teach people to do something.
Can't help
it. And sort of gifts should be free into the world.
Well, teach them how to fish.
Yeah.
And all that.
Favourite folktale? That's your phone going.
Shall I answer it?
Yes, you can answer your phone.
See ya. Hang on.
Egil's phone's going. It's very bad. He forgot to turn it off.
Gotta find it.
It's somebody phoning up. Egil, you're on camera.
Hello.
All right, so you're starting learning tailoring. Well, most of my tailoring experience came from the 19th century.
At the moment, mate.
So I spent many years in the American Civil War Society, so I had to teach myself how to tailor the uniforms. And of course, a lot of this is all hand-sewn items. So many years of studying and practicing. I'm not bad now. So who was that then?
That was my brother Nicholas.
Oh, right.
He's ringing me tomorrow.
Right. Hello, Nicholas.
Yeah. Oh, lives in Milper. Okay.
Unless Bragi has a bigger knife.
Pardon? I missed that. He's got a big everything, mate. Well, weapon-wise.
Where you do the new scram?
I'll put it on there.
Yeah, I got knives all over the place.
Knife to see it. No,
I got this knife here. It's quite nice.
Oh, it's a bit up and down here, I must admit. Hang on, he's got one.
This is not a later knife.
Is that what your relative had?
Yeah, this is quite a nice knife.
It's a shame you took the handle off.
Well, the handle's rubbish.
Yeah.
I'm going to just convert that. I don't need to convert it into a sax and just leave it as it is and just put a nice handle on it. Because the previous handle was rubbish and too loose.
This is excellent steel. It's Sulligan in Germany.
But I've taken it apart so we can actually do a video on the sax versus the Bowie knife. So
yeah, it's weird. That looks like mild steel, but it's not.
yeah, it's just got a funny coating on it for some reason. It's because what's happened is because they heated it up and they didn't polish the back section of the knife. They just polished the blade, which is a common thing to do. But the thread has gone on it, which is why it needs rehandling. So I think I'm going to use a Norwegian type ergonomic handle, as Egil calls them.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, anything else?
No, keep going.
Oh, keep going. Okay. Great.
Where would you go, Bragi? You said yes, one would start with tailoring, and then any books you recommend? No, most of my tailoring I just learnt by having a go, really.
Is this guy from around here?
We're not sure.
Because evening classes are your best bet.
Yeah, there are evening classes you could go to.
Local regular Anglorum, I'm sure, would be a branch near him. Something like that.
I'm fairly certain there's lots of towns will have sewing clubs and sewing groups. I know that for sure.
Well, I was thinking if you join, say, I don't know, Vikings of Middle England or.
Well, I'm not sure he's on about later
skills.
tailoring or more dark age tailoring.
I'm assuming it's dark age, but they will show you how to do it.
Yeah. Because I also learned quite a bit from YouTube as well, but then again, I was manufacturing a certain item, so I was manufacturing a jacket from the Civil War. So it literally took me about 4 or 5 years of studying pictures to
talking about the American Civil
how to
War,
make it.
Not the English Civil War. I'll point that one out.
Yeah. And I won't do English Civil War. Done it a couple of times. A bit brutal for me.
Most of them, I noticed. I went to Market Bosworth once. The English Civil War Society were there, and I was surprised at how many women.
Do you weave as well? No, not yet. Yeah. I'll have a go in the future. Yeah. I've been trying to make cord recently, but without success.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to teach myself to use a lucite.
That's that weird thing.
Yes, it's like a V shape of a handle, and you can try and make thread. But
you gotta go to Chatham, mate. That's where they make.
But I've also seen another method using a circular disc, and you got grooves in it for the number of threads, and you can make a cord that way. So I am going to teach myself these methods, and then look to recreate it on camera to teach you guys. Yeah. Because if I can learn it, then you can.
Yeah. So that's true.
And you know, we're planning to be here for a long time. You know, don't go dying as anytime soon, Egil. I start doing the tribute video. So we do plan to be here a long time.
I'll be doing the tribute video for.
Yeah, it could be. I could be. You know, I could be toast tomorrow.
There's no could be about it.
Yeah. I would have comments like that. Never not handed the sword.
The power of the onion.
Yes, I'll be replaced by the onion.
Yeah.
If we're not careful.
Yeah. I make a good meal.
You're going to take it home and eat it one day.
Yeah.
So we can get a new one.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Egil, are you not allowed to die until I say so? That's Celtic God.
Yeah, yes. I ain't going to die. Not for a long time.
And too right.
I want to be even more older and obnoxious.
Yes. You could be the new Kim Siddon.
Oh, Kim Siddon.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was a good lad.
Even though I did fall out with him.
Well, I didn't fall out with him, but I could still
I didn't fall out with him.
Could still hear him. Dead Arise!
Dead Arise.
Yeah. Love the Bristol accent. No, he was a good fella, and if you're up in Valhalla, which I'm sure you are.
Oh, I think he is.
Be groovy, mate.
And of course he wrote an excellent book on Viking weapons.
Yeah, I've not seen a copy of it.
I've got it in my bookshelf.
Well, now he tells me, yeah, I'll have to have a look at
You
that.
stay there. Carry on.
Yeah, me and the onion. No,
I'm just going to the library.
We knew Kim when we were in the regular Anglorum, and he was an amazing character. He was big into his British motorbikes as well. It's something about York Company. Well, as I say, he was a great guy, was Kim, and I only caught the tail end of your last comment, which is something about York. York's a lovely place. If any of our friends from abroad come to England, I thoroughly recommend you come to York. I was a student there, and I lived there for about 6 months. It's a lovely place. It's full of history, but also they do charge a lot of things for entry fees. They're hot on those. And if you want a cup of coffee in York or tea, the best thing is if you could see the Minster, it's going to cost you a lot more than if you don't. And Bragi's back, me and my friend the Onion here, Oh, that's his book, is it?
Yeah, I just checked. See, it was the first edition.
Oh, right. Has he signed it?
It's a York company. What's that then?
I've no idea.
No.
I was just talking.
There you go. It's a very good book, actually.
Yeah. I was just saying about Kim. He's a nice guy.
We are looking at becoming affiliated in the future with Amazon, and any books we recommend, we'll put a link out to you guys if you want to go and look at the books or buy one. That's an excellent book.
Yeah.
But I've also bought this book as well, which is called Anglo-Saxon Crafts by Kevin Leary. Brilliant book that. I learnt a lot from that book.
What did you say to me about recommended books?
Yeah, well, no, we're not meant to be recommending books until we become affiliated. But
Hey, what can I tell you?
yeah, there's an interesting section there on the construction of a longhouse. I just find stuff like this fascinating.
Hang on, I thought this was about weapons. It's got all sorts.
There's
in it.
all sorts in that book.
Staff sling. I remember seeing those, but
I did have a sling, but I can't find it. But I've always wanted to make a staff sling because I've heard the theory that you can throw a brick about a length of a field. I think Bragi once said he found some sax knives on eBay. Can't remember. Yeah, I bought a new sax recently, but now I've lost it.
is that who I think it is? Not Tyke, is it?
No,
Or is that Mick from?
no,
Patron?
it's neither of them.
It's the same helmet, isn't it?
No, it's a poor quality edition. Not as good as mine.
Who would say that, folks?
I don't think it's an Ivor Lawton.
I'm just looking to see if there's people in here I know.
Yeah, he's trying to remind himself of the old days when he used to dress up as a Viking.
Oh,
Oh, you still do?
yeah. I was gonna say thank you. I still do, actually.
Actually, there's your mail coming out there.
Actually. I suppose it's moved.
Yes,
on.
oh, that's the thing I've got to put on the board. We've got to recreate the beginning of bottom on the chair on the video.
That's nice.
That's a nice
Yeah.
illustration. We'll show you that. Yeah. That's nice, that. Yeah. Got that. That's nice on sword details. A very good book, this.
Yeah. I bring back a few memories.
I think it's still in publication.
Yeah.
But this is where we get a lot of our knowledge from. You know, we read a lot and we both have very big libraries.
Well, he was actually, it's a pity he's dead because he would have actually come across rather well.
He would have done.
I'm sure.
We can't live forever, I'm afraid.
Who wants to live forever? Ah,
Oh, that's
that guy was a Norman, wasn't he? Oh, is that what it was?
No, that's a bayonet scabbard from the Civil War.
For the sake of going flying across the floor.
No, this is a brand new one. This is like an unboxing on video. Yeah, I wanted that for my bayonet actually. I've got some weird things. I've got about 40 of these.
That.
There you go.
It's a spike bayonet, is it? Triangular?
Yeah, I like the triangular bayonet. Mine's original from Civil War.
Of original
It's
Enfield.
badly bent.
Of an original Enfield bayonet, spike and blade one.
Over there.
We've got German butcher knife as well.
Oh yes.
See, Vikings ain't the only thing. World War One.
Oh yes.
models.
Well, this is why we're introducing this 2-minute video series because what I'm thinking about this series is that, well, if you want to talk about a completely different subject of history, well,
Yeah.
I think you can do.
Yeah.
And I think that should be allowed,
Yeah. Oh,
But
I like history.
not
and-
on the main historical video though. Bragi, what's the best sax you've brought? Got some Saxon Diaspora friends. What I bought recently was quite nice, but I can't find it. What happened to it?
Got the rabbit one.
Yeah, the hair.
I don't know.
40 bayonet covers. Well, I bought a lot of stuff of a trader. I paid like £500 and got like £20,000 worth of making Civil War kit.
It's not down here. It must be around. You must have picked it up.
Yeah, it's around somewhere.
Yeah. Down the back there.
No.
That's odd because I had it on my lap.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Look at that. Egil's lost a sax.
I'm Saxless.
Oh, I found a shield.
I'm a Saxless one.
You are, yes, indeed. You won't be a free man without it, you know, Egil. You best find it quick. I don't know, we've got lots of saxes. But I won't mind getting some with some gold or silver inlay in them in the future. So, like the one found in the Thames.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
beautiful.
cheap edition of it, but it's etched.
No, mine. This was the original.
I like to have one with actually inlay, not etching on.
Yeah, we've got. No, it must be around near you. Is it
God,
under the?
blimey.
Is it under the box?
Egil's lost his freedom. He has. He's lost his
Is it
freedom.
under the box?
I'll have a look.
See, I get blamed for everything.
Well, yes,
I'll
that
cover
seems to
up
be
on
right, yeah.
inauthentic stool with that inauthentic fur. It's probably under here.
Probably.
It's all happening live, folks.
Indeed. Oh, the doorbell. You carry on.
Okay, well, the doorbell's gone. What does this say here? Vikings take your stuff without your knife. Yeah, I think it's probably slipped under here. You know, let's not get too excited. This is a cracking little book, actually. I remember it coming out, but unfortunately, I could never afford it. This is the sad thing. There's some beautiful stuff out there, but you've got to have money to do it. And when you're unemployed like me, you don't get much money, and what you do get, you have to spend on other things. But yeah, Viking Weapons and Warfare by Kim Sidorn, the late Kim Sidorn. Much missed, actually, truth be told. Well, someone's just fallen down, and oh, I know what that is. That. Oh, comment. Mate raiding your great agent. Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to finish in a minute, so I've got your lift home now.
I've got to slip out of the dark ages.
So we are going to finish in a minute, folks, because Egil needs a lift home. I can get him a lift home now. If I don't go now, he'd be walking back home. So I'm sure you guys would prefer Egil to get a lift.
Yeah.
So, mate raiding great again. Oh, yes. Would a straight razor be considered a sax?
No.
No. No.
But
You're going to shave a sax, you need a very sharp one.
my grandpa used to have 7 straight razors.
Yeah.
One for every day, yeah.
I used to use a cutthroat razor, but you've got to be very careful with them.
Yeah, one sneeze and you've got your ear all.
Anyway, thanks for the stream, guys. Well, you're
Okay.
very welcome.
Yeah.
We will try to do some more in the future. Yes, get home safe, Egil.
Thank you.
I've got lots of videos to edit now.
Yeah, and don't forget, from the onion.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you have enjoyed it, then please share it with your friends.
Yeah.
I will try to get a video out tomorrow, an extra bonus video.
This one isn't a hashtag, is it? It's just
No.
Leave a comment.
And Simp62 says, thanks for the amazing content. Well, you're welcome.
Okay, yeah.
It's a pleasure to film it for you.
We do ramble
No.
on a bit, but that's part of our
Yeah.
charm.
Don't let the red cap get you. Laugh
Yeah.
out loud spirits.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It was nice chatting with everyone. Yes, indeed. It's
Yeah.
always great hanging about with you guys, and we'll try to do it again.
I've got to slip out and.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Till we
Those
meet
red caps.
again, stay groovy, you crazy guys.
Goodbye,
Keep
folks.
sending us